Well, good afternoon and welcome to this week's LeaderBite. I am standing here on top of Singapore with Miss Courtney Moore, an extraordinary superstar that I've been working with all week. And we were up here at this beautiful restaurant, as you can see the city right behind us. And I was saying how this is my very first time up here on top of Singapore, and Courtney says, no, it's not my first time. And so we started talking about this idea of the law of
diminishing intent.
So tell me about this law, Courtney, before I drop this craziness everywhere.
Sure. So the idea of law of diminishing intent is that at first you get an idea and you're really inspired and you really want to transform and you really want to do something. But after time, this excitement wears off and you're not as driven to actually take that action anymore. So
right. And that happens in personal life as well as in the boardroom?
Yes, every day.
So give me an example of that.
So for example, look at any to-do list that I have, or the back burner items.
Right, or mom and dad's basement.
Or
where
exactly, my dad's tool shed. There's a million projects everywhere and
right.
nothing
I'm so
ever really
glad.
gets completed.
All of this wood sitting here, and I know that you're intending to build something, but nothing's ever been built.
Right, exactly.
Any other examples?
Another really good example is volunteering. So maybe you meet somebody and they're really inspiring, they work for an NGO or they're doing something that they're passionate about and they're changing the world. And you have this really amazing conversation and you go home and you think about it and you know, I'm not happy in what I'm doing and I need to get involved and I'm really inspired.
I want to go out and
this.
change the world on Monday.
I should be changing the world.
You should be.
I should be taking action.
Why are we standing here talking?
But what happens Monday morning, you wake up, you go to work as usual,
and life
gets in the way, and you kind of forget about this burning passion that you had over the weekend.
So as a manager, as a leader, as an influencer, how tomorrow, or what advice would you give me so that I don't start this law of diminishing intent?
So I think the biggest thing is making sure that you don't mistake movement for action. So you might be chugging along, but if you're not taking action, you're not being inspired to take action. So as a manager, making sure that you're inspiring your people to not only have these passionate ideas, but be taking action.
So at the end of a meeting, you say, okay, Courtney, thank you for that great idea. What are you going to do about it? And have her or him list down the action steps for that.
Yeah, and continue the path along and help them to grow along the way.
Now, I know that one of my favorite examples that you gave earlier was that frog joke. Why don't you go ahead and share that with us?
So there's 5 frogs sitting on a log.
Yep.
4 of them decide to jump off. How many are left?
That's something that you go ahead and look up, LeaderBite. Hey, if you have not yet subscribed below, please do that. And please thank Miss Courtney. We're going to go and enjoy a couple of cervezas amongst and on top of Singapore, the most beautiful city in the world. And we'll see you next week on LeaderBite. Cheers.